Hi everyone, Ed here from Shades of Vengeance. Now in this video, I'm going to give you a very quick demo of what it might look like for two superheroes to go at it. I've chosen Penumbra as the second character along with Blue Shift, which I made in the previous video. So I've chosen these two because they both have fairly similar skills. They're both brawlers. Neither one's going to try and snipe the other one from a long distance away. Penumbra's abilities, you may know from her comic, is Umbrakinesis. She has the ability to create solid shadows and manipulate their form into anything she can imagine. And all of her skills within the empowered abilities relate to that. She's also an accomplished brawler, and she has some various other talents as well. So, she's actually a level 5 character, because that's what I happen to have a character sheet made up for her. So this is going to be a rather interesting battle. We'll see how that works out. And we're going to actually just have the two fight. So the first thing to do is to roll initiative. Now, Penumbra has initiative 9. And she's rolled a 16 total. Blue Shift seems to have the disadvantage. She has an initiative of 7, and unfortunately, she seems to have been outmatched on this occasion. Penumbra apparently was ready. So Penumbra's going to go first. And Penumbra is going to begin by creating herself a whip to attack with. So she's going to use her Umbrakinesis. Ooh, my finger's off the page. She's going to use Umbrakinesis and Tensile Strength. So that is 8 dice. You just add them up. She's looking for a 7 or better on any dice. Let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bonus dice. So if you roll a 10, you get a bonus dice. That didn't yield anything on this occasion. So she rolled 4 successes, so she now has a rather sturdy Shadow Whip. Now that's going to count as her turn. She's not going to get the chance to do anything else. So it's going to be Blue Shift's turn now. Blue Shift is going to speed over to Penumbra. I'm going to say with a speed of 26. She can close that distance quite comfortably. And she's going to attempt the Flurry of Blows, which, as you can see here, is Speedster 4 and Flurry of Blows 1. So that's 5 total dice. And again, she's looking for 7 or better on this roll. She's achieved 3 successes, which actually is very good off 5 dice. So, the number of attacks that she does, the number of hits that she does when she attacks are going to be multiplied by 3. So that could be quite significant. She's now going to roll her strength and her brawl minus Penumbra's defense, which is a huge 5. So, I'm afraid Blue Shift is only going to be able to get 1 dice, which misses. So, Blue Shift has been somewhat outclassed in the attack sense by Penumbra, who dodged Blue Shift's Flurry of Blows. Now, Penumbra is going to use her whip using strength and melee, minus defense for Blue Shift. Now, Blue Shift doesn't quite have the same defense, but she does have a defense of 4, which actually leaves Penumbra at 1. Penumbra is, however, a bit luckier than Blue Shift and manages to hit. Now, that's not going to do any damage. However, there's a 50% chance that this whip might restrain Blue Shift. Let's see. Nope. The whip does not manage to restrain Blue Shift. She whips at Blue Shift, who takes it on her right forearm and grabs the whip, getting ready to sort of attack back. So I'm going to let her have a roll to see if she can grab the whip, and that will reduce Penumbra's defense to 0, because she's pretty much holding Penumbra still. So I'm rolling a double wits for this. And I'm going to have to borrow 2 of Penumbra's dice, because it's actually 12. She's got quite a lot of wits. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to say that 4 successes is going to be enough for Blue Shift to grab the whip. And she's going to be able to do an immediate counterattack, but not with Flurry of Blows. So she's going to do a Strength Brawl. Penumbra no longer has her defense. As I said, she's been caught flat-footed. So that's 3 successes with a 10. The bonus dice didn't yield anything, so it's 3 hits. Now with a Brawl attack, I'm going to need to roll 6 or better to do some damage to Penumbra. That's 2 pain damage that Penumbra will take, as Blue Shift punches her quite hard. Now Penumbra is going to, as a trivial action, she's going to remove the whip. It was a bad idea after all. And she's going to use her ranged attack, Baseball. Now what Baseball allows her to do is it allows her to actually bat baseballs at the enemy for pain damage. While she can try to dodge, Blue Shift is going to have to dodge quite carefully because... while she's going to try to dodge, Blue Shift is going to have to be quite careful because she's going to be facing 3 attacks, even with 4 defense. That's 1 hit. Now the baseballs count as a Brawl attack, so again I'm going to need a 6, and that was a 9. So, Blue Shift has also taken some damage. Now at this stage, Blue Shift decides to run up the nearest wall and come crashing down on Penumbra, using height and speed to her advantage. So she's going to use her Defy Gravity skill, which is... Ooh, that's the wrong colour dice. So she's going to use her Defy Gravity skill, which is 6 dice. That's 4 power and 2 extra for the skill. One success, that was lucky. Unfortunately, I don't think 1 success is enough to run up the walls. However, you may have noticed that I also got a 1. If you roll more 1s than successes, that's actually a fumble. So that would be a minor fumble with 1 more 1 than successes. 2 more 1s than successes would be a moderate fumble. And 3 more 1s or more than successes is a severe fumble, which really has life-threatening consequences. So she didn't fumble, fortunately, but she did not manage to do what she was aiming to do. So, what Penumbra is going to attempt to do now is she is going to attempt to restrain Blue Shift. It worked quite well with the whip. So she's going to conjure some sticky goop, sort of like a spider's web, in Blue Shift's way to surround her and stop her from escaping. Now that's going to be 4 dice, 4 for her Umbrokinesis skill, Umbrokinesis. Now that's going to be 8 dice, 4 for her Umbrokinesis empowered ability, and 4 for her Tensile Strength empowered development area. So, she has 1, 2, 3, and a bonus dice, 4 successes. So she's created something which, if Blue Shift moves, Blue Shift will be restrained 4. Now, Blue Shift is going to attempt to do a super dodge as a reaction to that. Can she get out of the way? That will be Speedster and super dodge. Now, she's only got 3 successes, and I would deem this an opposed roll. So, because Penumbra got 4 successes and Blue Shift only got 3, Blue Shift failed to avoid the spider web. She's now going to be restrained. Restrained 4, which is a status in the rulebook, which means she's going to need 4 successes on a double strength roll in order to get free. Now, I'm going to leave that there. I think this definitely gives the idea of what this system does. Feel free to ask if you have any questions at all. I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you very much.